Does yoga relieve stress and anxiety? Research has shown yoga to be effective in reducing anxiety among people with depression and help regulate moods that are affected by stress. But there is conflicting evidence as to whether it can effectively treat anxiety on its own. The state of your mind at any given moment depends on two things: how you perceive a situation and how you react to it. Yoga may help reduce the physical symptoms of stress, but if your interpretation of feeling stressed or anxious doesn't change, then yoga alone will not relieve these conditions. You must master both sides of the equation if you want true inner peace. Yoga is an ancient form of exercise that combines stretching with deep breathing techniques called pranayama. The goal is to still the mind and reach a state of tranquility or peace. When performed regularly, yoga has been shown to improve strength and flexibility, reduce stress and anxiety, lower levels of depression and pain perception, enhance energy and decrease blood pressure. Effective in treating chronic back pain. Yoga to relieve stress in shoulder. Shoulder is one of the common areas that we feel stressed from everyday activities. It affects our daily life and makes us feel unpleasant. But there are steps you can take to be relieved of this stress. Yoga. Yoga will help stretch your waist, arms and shoulders. It is known as one of the best ways to relieve stress. So, grab your yoga mat and give this series of exercises a try. 1. How to stretch your shoulder and waist. Sit on the floor with your back straight, eyes close and hands in a position similar to praying. Stretch both of arms straight with palms facing downward beside you. This will be your starting position. Gently lift your body up. Hold for few seconds, then go down slowly without touching the ground with your feet or head until you feel stretched. Repeat it 10 times as this is considered enough for beginners. At first it might be uncomfortable, but just keep practicing until you get used to it. 2. How to relieve stress from shoulders by doing simple poses. This exercise is called tree pose and usually makes yoga students laugh at how awkward they look at first attempt. But don't be daunted by looking silly. This pose will stretch your ankles, thighs and shoulders. This is a good way to start stretching your muscles so you're warmed up for the more difficult yoga exercises. Cross one arm over and put it beside the other knee as if you are holding onto a tree trunk with both of hands. Feel free to bend either leg or even both legs as if you are imagining yourself sitting on a chair that's too low to the ground for comfort. Hold this position until you feel comfortable about it, then slowly lean forward and backward, bending from waist in a circular motion 10 times. To go deeper into the exercise, stand straight, cross arms over chest, putting right hand over left shoulder, making sure palms face downward toward the ground. Open your arms wide, make sure you keep them straight and lean backward. Use the tree pose to get a deeper stretch. Yoga breathing exercises to relieve stress. Yoga breathing exercises can help you relieve stress, and they can even have a positive effect on your general well-being. Furthermore, these techniques are not limited to meditation but also include various other practices such as those that are used during pranayama, breathing. One reason why these different techniques and practices come together to form one discipline is that they all follow the same philosophy, which defines yoga as the union between mind and body. Put another way, practicing yoga doesn't only work for improving someone's physical condition, but it can also be beneficial in terms of mental relaxation or stress relief if done properly. The following techniques will help ease your mind and improve overall well-being. Inhale and exhale and release all the tensions. Breathe in. Imagine a large, clear bubble of fresh air is being drawn up from the bottom of your lungs. Imagine it expanding as you inhale and pushing out all the impurities within. This helps slow down breathing patterns and encourages relaxation. Breathe out. As you exhale, push the air right down to the bottom of your body. This helps release stress from muscles and stimulate relaxation. It's also a positive way to give yourself some me time, as it can be done in busy places without drawing attention to yourself. Yoga asanas to relieve stress. Did you know that every disease starts in your mind? Yoga is a great way of keeping your mind fit and healthy. But it also takes care of the physical body. With regular practice of yoga asanas, poses, you can relieve yourself from the disease-causing stress hormones like cortisol. Apart from this, yoga acts as an antidepressant and helps in regulating blood pressure levels. It keeps us healthy both physically and mentally. The following are a few simple but effective exercises to adopt for reducing stress. Make sure you take a deep breath before and after doing each yoga pose. 13 poses to fight anxiety and depression. 1. Facing dog pose 2. Forward fold 3. Tree pose 4. Locust pose 5. Headstand 6. Half moon posture 7. Bow pose 8. Cobra pose 9. Mountain pose 10. Half lord of the fishes pose 11. Child's pose 12. Butterfly pose 13. Triangle posture 1. Downward facing dog pose. This pose opens up our body and gives us strength. By connecting to the earth through our hands, we feel rejuvenated and refreshed. 2. Forward fold. This pose is also known as a forward bend pose and can be done by anyone who can stand upright without any help. It stretches your spine and loosens up your muscles, helping you relax from within. 3. Tree pose. This asana involves standing on one leg with the other foot placed against the inner thigh above the knee. The hands are stretched outward in opposite directions. Once you have managed to balance yourself in the pose, try taking your eyes off the other leg and focus more on your foot. 4. Locust pose. This asana involves stretching the body forward and backward simultaneously, thereby stretching the muscles at both ends. To do this pose, lie down on your stomach with your feet together. Raise your head and chest while placing your hands alongside it. Keep one leg bent backward, keeping the toes touching the ground while stretching out another leg straight with the heel raised upwards towards the ceiling. Raise arms up in opposite directions with palms facing downward. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds, breathing slowly and deeply before relaxing to normal mode. 5. Headstand. The headstand pose improves blood flow to different areas of the brain, while the inverted position helps in relieving stress, fatigue and other ailments. This is one of the most challenging yoga poses and should be done under expert supervision only. 6. Half moon posture. It helps improve your balance and body posture while increasing flexibility all over your body. 7. Bow pose. One can achieve instant relief from backache through the regular practice of this pose. 8. Cobra pose. The cobra pose is a yoga exercise aimed at strengthening the back and abdominal muscles. This posture can be practiced by anyone who has mastered the art of balancing on one's own 2 feet. 9. Mountain pose. This simple yet powerful yoga pose helps in bringing coherence, balance, and harmony within your body, resulting in a strong mind and beautiful soul. 10. Half lord of the fishes pose. This is a seated twist pose that helps stretch and strengthen your shoulder blades, chest muscles, and abdomen. 11. Child's pose. It is a resting pose that involves lying down on your stomach with hands alongside the body and forehead resting on the ground. This asana eases muscle stiffness in the neck and back while providing relaxation to the stress-affected mind. 12. Butterfly pose. This exercise increases blood circulation while strengthening various muscle groups like the abdomen, thighs, and gluteus. 13. Triangle posture. It tones the muscles in your legs and hips while increasing flexibility of the lower back.